Ayubowan. Very good morning for all the UK and European partner members. Good afternoon the Sri Lankan members and good evening for Asian partners. Also the chief guest today, Senior Professor Sampath Amaratunga, keynote speaker, Senior Professor Ananda Jayawardena, the Dean, Faculty of Management Studies and Commerce, and all my academic colleagues at the University of Sri Jayawardenapura, the University of Peradeniya and the University of Ruhuna. Also, all the foreign delegates, the well-wishers. I am very happy to be here as the Vice Chancellor of the University of Sri Jayawardenapura for this very special occasion where we are going to promote the university-industry partnership. So first I would like to thank the European Union for providing us the necessary funds. And also I have noticed there are so many Sri Lankan industrialists also available, or they also connecting with us to promote this university-industry collaboration in Sri Lanka. I am happy to see in Sri Lanka there are 3 universities are in this particular project. Altogether there are 9 partners in this particular project. So University of Peradeniya, University of Ruhuna and my university, so we all are interconnecting to have a more fruitful collaboration with the industry. So as usually if you think about the Sri Lankan universities, we considered mostly as a teaching universities. But during last many years, now we have changed our directions. So we are working on one line to promote the research and research activities in the universities so our main ideas to improve our ranking. So all the universities in Sri Lanka at present, there are 17 universities. We are all working in that line to improve our university ranking, world university ranking in Sri Lankan universities. So in addition to that, there is another very important thing, though we considered as a teaching university. Earlier what we have done at the universities are just to distribute the knowledge among the young people in Sri Lanka or the youth in Sri Lanka. But we have understand there is a mismatch in between our production or all the universities are giving graduates to the market, but there is a mismatch with the market and their requirements. So therefore, having a close relationship in between the universities and the industries are extremely important. In addition to that, I think we have to give more entrepreneurial skills at the university for all these undergraduates and the graduates who are passing. So therefore, I think I would like to thank the University Grant Commission. Especially they are providing many opportunities for this kind of collaboration. And now with some of the syllabuses changes, so they allow us to give some credit values for industrial training also. So therefore, I think our students are getting some culture or some ideas about what is happening in the Sri Lankan, especially in the Sri Lankan industry. So unfortunately, at the moment, most of the industries are in service-based industries in Sri Lanka. So I think most of our management graduates are going to fit into that particular service industry, so the service sector. So in addition to that, I would like to see as a Vice Chancellor to having a more and more industrial, proper production-based industries are going to be established in Sri Lanka. Now that is slowly that is happening. So that is also a very important thing, because if you are working in an industry where you are having some production lines, and especially with some chemical base and other important chemical related industries are also important. So therefore, I think the university academics has to closely work with the industry. As a Vice Chancellor of the University of Sri Jayawardenapura, I would like to appeal from the UGC. I think when our academia is available to go to the industry and do their work, not only as spending some time with their sabbatical leave, even I think it's better to allow our people, even to the academics, to go to the industry and spend some time, at least 3 months per year or 2 months per year, and have to do something, so that is going to be a very important collaborative step. So therefore, I think definitely we can do this one. So then our academics also going to have some kind of a personal connections with the industry. That is also very important, because at the moment most of the industries are not having much of faith on our academics. So therefore they don't like to have a proper collaboration. That is happening in Sri Lanka. But as a Vice Chancellor, I really want to see a very fruitful, very close relationship in between the industry and the universities. That is not that great at the moment in Sri Lankan context. So, but if you just go to most of the developed countries, to Europe or even to Thailand, Asian countries, they are doing really well with the industries. These collaborations are very fruitful, and most of the time, at least 1 year, sometimes 6 months, are almost all university students are spending their time on those industries. Slowly we have to change. I have noticed that, the Faculty of Management Studies and Commerce, so they place all the children in the industries, and also the technology faculty and engineering. But I think the science, even the Faculty of Arts, we have slowly started all these things at Sri Jayawardhanapura, not only at University of Sri Jayawardhanapura, I think in all 17 universities, this new culture has to be built. Then the industry also understand our capabilities of our graduates or capabilities of our undergraduates. That is a very important thing, to convince all the industries to understand and to say our people can work in any place in this world. So therefore, in that event, I think improving this industry-university collaboration is extremely important at this moment. So therefore, I would like to thank all the organizers of this particular workshop. I think it's a 2-day workshop. So, and there are so many discussions are happening. That is a one added advantage because of the COVID-19. Usual practice was earlier, everybody has to be physically present in any colloquium or any seminar or anything. Now, even in Sri Lanka, we have remarkably improved our online facilities, distance education modes, distance learning modes. All these things were highly improved now. So therefore, anybody in other part of the world also can be connected. So that's why now I know that the most of the European partners, so you all are just started your work, all are in the morning time. So in Sri Lanka, we are just passing our afternoon. And other Asian partners like Philippines and Thailand partners, so they are in a kind of a evening time. So so therefore the time is not a factor. So everybody is very comfortable while you are in your workplace or in your university or you are in your industry, you can connect with us. So therefore I think it's an added advantage, and that is one of the best thing happened during this COVID-19 pandemic in Sri Lanka especially. I know that most of the developed world, they have used this particular online modes during last many years, but I think in Sri Lanka 2020 onwards, these things are so popular. Sometimes our students and even my colleagues at the university, they prefer online methodologies rather than on-site. So therefore, all these things are happening in what we have expected way. I hope that this is going to be a very important one, and I would like to thank all the organizers of this particular symposium or the colloquium. And also again, I would like to thank the European Union to providing the Erasmus Plus grant for 3 universities plus some Asian universities. All 9 organizations are interconnected. Definitely this is going to be benefited for the entire sector of Sri Lankan universities, especially to the University of Peradeniya, University of Sri Jayawardhanapura and University of Ruhuna. Thank you very much.